In 2007, I was driving home from the office. My route took me by the local Catholic church. Lined up outside the church were bikers dressed in black leather. I pulled the car over and went to talk with them. I learned they were Patriot Guard riders. I immediately signed up to join the PGR. As I participated in PGR missions, I began seeing this Run for the Wall patch on vests. I began asking about this Run for the Wall ride. I learned of the healing power of the run, the community welcome homes that occur across the United States for 10 days in May. I was very disappointed that this major veteran event took place every year, and it was not more well known. I committed myself to writing a book about the run. I hired a photographer to fly from stop to stop to photograph the bikes, the riders, and the community supporters. This was in 2014, my F&G year. Yes, that's right. Before ever going on the run, I determined Run for the Wall was a story that needed to be told and told well. It took 4 years, but I eventually chose approximately 300 pictures from the 12,000 photos taken by the professional photographer, compiled them into a beautiful coffee table book, and had the books bound and printed. Hundreds of veterans that are not able to go on the run have received copies of the book, Run for the Wall, A Journey to the Vietnam Memorial. Even though they have not experienced firsthand the healing power of the run, they have been touched by the run. I have received letters from sons and daughters that gifted their fathers a copy of the book. As they sat with them going over page by page, the tears began to flow. Dads, for the first time, were able to share their experiences of serving in the longest, most unpopular war this country had been involved in. And because of Run for the Wall, healing could begin. My name is Chris Wood, known as Eyes on the Road. I am honored and humbled to have been appointed as the 2023 33rd Run Southern Route Coordinator. So let's get it out of the way and talk about the elephant in the room. Yes, I am a female, and no, I am not a veteran. A very unusual combination to find in a route coordinator. You may be wondering what qualifies me to be a route coordinator, considering I am a girl and a civilian. I have devoted countless hours of my adult life supporting veterans. My family has a long history of military service, beginning with my 9th great-grandfather that fought on the green at Lexington to secure our freedom from England. Since that great-grandfather, my family has fought in every conflict this country has ever been involved in, including my dad, who fought in World War II, my brother, who served in the Air Force, my brother-in-law, who fought in Vietnam and recently succumbed to cancer from Agent Orange exposure. Most recently, my son-in-law, who experienced the ravages of war while serving as a corpsman in Afghanistan. While I have not been in battle, I have been closely involved in the lives of many active duty military. I know and understand the hardships and the heartache of service. I love you, veterans. I appreciate that you served when your country called, that you laid it all on the line to protect my freedom, my children's freedoms, and my grandchildren's freedom. This is a debt that can never be repaid, which is why I ride and why I agreed to serve as the Southern Route Coordinator. My goal as Route Coordinator is to remember the mission, or Romeo, Tango, Mike, to promote healing among all veterans and their families and friends, to call for an accounting of all prisoners of war and those missing in action, to honor the memory of those killed in action from all wars, and to support our military personnel all over the world. At present, more than 81,500 Americans remain missing from World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and the Cold War, and the Gulf Wars. 81,500 still missing. Of those, 1,584 are missing from the Vietnam War. We will never forget, and we will not allow others to forget. September 16, 2022 is POW MIA Recognition Day. The 2022 poster is available on the Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency website. Check it out and help us remind the world. So as a veteran, you might be watching this video going, how can a motorcycle ride heal me? Is this chick crazy? No, I am not crazy. And the way the Run for the Wall heals is by putting you in a pressure cooker for 10 days of heat and exhaustion. You will ride with fellow veterans that understand where you are and what you've been through. You will ride with patriotic Americans that may not have experienced combat or the atrocities of war, but they care, and they are there to assist you in any way they can. You will visit Vietnam memorials, VA facilities. You will visit with killed in action families. You will meet missing in action family members and hear their stories and experiences. When you arrive in Washington, D.C., you will have a new family, a Run for the Wall family that you can call anytime, day or night, a family that understands you, what you've been through, and where you are trying to get to. After your first ride with Run for the Wall, you will never be the same. So what about civilians? Are they invited to join the run? You bet. Not only are you invited and welcome, we need you. It takes a lot of veterans, a lot of volunteers to organize and execute the run, and we need competent, capable, patriotic Americans to join us. All patriotic civilians are welcome, and we want you to ride. The run will restore your faith in the American people. Americans all across the country come out to greet the riders, wave flags, and sing patriotic songs. America is alive and well, and you will witness it firsthand if you choose to ride with us. That being said, let's talk about expectations. This is not a scenic weekend ride. This is not a Sunday afternoon ride with your buddies. The run is hard, and some days you'll wonder why you signed up and why you continue to ride. At other times, you will commit to never missing the run. Some veterans have said the 10 days on the run make it possible for them to live the other 342 days of the year as a functioning adult. The run has healing power, and we invite you to join us on the Southern Route in 2023. You will have support teams of platoon leaders, assistant platoon leaders, tail gunners, road guards, fuel team, staging team, ambassadors, state coordinators, all trained and equipped to guide riders safely across the United States, to lay the Mission Accomplished plaque at the apex of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial on Saturday, May 27, 2023. Registration for the 33rd Run for the Wall opens on September 11, 2022. I encourage you to sign up and join us as we remember the mission. Romeo Tango Mike on a 10-day ride to Washington, D.C. to promote healing, to call for an accounting of all those missing in action, to honor and support the young men and women serving today. Is it May yet?